Hey everybody,
Hey.
I'm Dominique.
I'm Diamond.
And we are
the Edward Sisters Property Group.
Thanks so much for joining us. It's Tuesday, April 23rd, and that means it's time for Hot Topic Tuesdays. So for today's Hot Topic, we're actually going to be doing a continuation of last week's episode, How to Buy a Foreclosure, Part 2.
Now, as promised, we're going to take you guys through a foreclosure transaction step by step.
So, to many people's surprise, a foreclosure transaction is typically a fast-paced, quick-moving transaction. The banks are not here to play. They are actually a very reluctant homeowner. They do not want the house. So, their only concern is getting the property off their hands as soon as possible.
So you buyers, be ready to be on your A game. Now, when we say that you need the right agent with you, we are not playing around. You need an agent who knows what they're doing. We really mean that.
Yeah, so your agent has to watch this transaction like a newborn baby because the deadlines are extremely strict and the bank is not afraid to cancel the sale and go with another buyer if you fail to perform your end of the deal in a timely fashion.
Yes, so here's a list of the top 3 things that you need. Now, number 1, you need an agent, us, that knows the process and will stay on their toes. Number 2, you need an attorney that is highly responsive and familiar with contracts and agreements that are sent out by the bank's asset manager and attorney. Now, these are not your regular run-of-the-mill contracts, so you need an attorney that knows their stuff when it comes to foreclosures.
And number 3, if you're buying with a loan, then you need a lender that is extremely responsive. Now, we stress that working with a big bank, like where you do your personal banking, it just will not cut it on this type of sale. You're gonna need somebody that works long hours, maybe works the weekend, and they have great attention to detail and deadlines. Now, do you have everything you need on that list? Yes? Then you're ready to begin your transaction. We're actually gonna start after your offer is accepted. On your marks, get set, go.
So number 1, you will be sent several pages of addendums or revisions to the contract. Now they're going to state different clauses such as your intentions with the property, whether it'll be personal or an investment. It'll state that the property is being sold as is, and it usually notifies you that the bank will not be making any repairs to the property. So it'll also have several revisions to the closing date and various deposit deadlines, and even deposit amounts may be adjusted.
Yes. Now, I've seen cases where so much was changed in the contract that before the attorney even got to review it, so much was done with it that when he actually got the contract, there wasn't much to review. He concluded review very quickly with our client because it was practically airtight. And so these banks usually have very strict and rigid addendums or contracts, which means that a lot of it cannot be changed. It is set in stone. Now, sometimes people get uncomfortable with all of these rules, all of these things they have to sign, and they decide to back out. This is why a foreclosed home may end up seeing many canceled contracts before they actually get to the closing table with a buyer. So you, as the buyer, have to be mentally prepared for a lot of changes to take place after the initial offer is made so that you don't get scared and then cancel on a really great deal.
Yes. Now, number 2, once you're under contract, you've got deadlines to meet. So waste no time on filing for any inspections or certificate that the town requires for closings. Now, your agent will play a really big part in this. They can schedule those walkthroughs with the fire department or the city inspector. They can help you file for a certificate of occupancy and a lot more.
We've done this for our clients many times, saving them countless hours and frustration that they would ultimately have to take off the time from work and go and do. So make sure that this is handled immediately because some towns in our area take many days or even sometimes weeks to actually go and inspect the house and then grant the certificate that you need. And if any issues arise, you do not want this small thing to end up delaying your closing and getting you in trouble with the bank.
Exactly. Now, number 3, schedule your inspection ASAP, as soon as possible. Now, even though the bank may not be making any repairs, it's good to always get a home inspection and an oil tank sweep as well. Now, the last thing that you want is to start working on the house and run into serious issues like structural problems or very unsafe conditions that you could have at least known about if you had the home inspection done.
And because the rules on the addendum are so tight, you may actually be agreeing to waive your right to cancel the sale if big problems are found in your home inspection. So, to avoid all of that from happening to you and risk losing your deposit or worse, you could decide to invest in a home inspection before you're actually under contract on the foreclosure. This way, if some insane problem like untreatable termites or you find out that the house is going to collapse really soon, then you'll at least be able to cancel the contract during the attorney review period without a penalty. Yes, you may end up losing a few $100s on the home inspection if you cancel, but that is way better than losing your entire deposit by being in breach of contract, isn't it?
Yes. Now from these 3 steps, are you guys on the edge of your seat? We hope that you took really great notes. Now next Tuesday, we are going to bring you to an exciting conclusion of this foreclosure transaction step by step.
So stay tuned for part 3 and have a great day. Bye.
Bye.